welcome our bride.
Holy shit.
Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose. Hold me close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast, this is la vie en rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see la vie en rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs.
You're right.
Well, worth waiting for. Isn't she beautiful?
She's all right, yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Northbrook Park on this very special day to celebrate the marriage of Will and Penny. Will and Penny have invited you all here today to witness their declaration of love and commitment and to share their joy at being married. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The marriage registers date back to 1837 when such records began, and they give us a fascinating insight into life in this country over the past 179 years. So today, Will and Penny, as well as getting married, we're making a little piece of Hampshire history.
Bonjour à tous et bienvenue pour ce jour spécial pour le célébrement du mariage de Pénélope et Louis. Pénélope et Emilia nous ont invités à être témoins de leur déclaration d'amour et de leur engagement et à partager ainsi avec nous la joie de leur mariage. Vous êtes réunis, mesdames et messieurs, pour être les témoins de l'union de Pénélope et Louis.
She said that so much better than I'm going to do. So before the ceremony begins, it is my duty to tell you that the place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. And now I'm going to ask our couple to confirm their full names, starting with our groom.
William Harry Goldstone.
And our bride.
Penelope Travers.
Always good to have the right couple.
Nailed it.
So Will and Penny, before you are joined in marriage, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding vows you're about to make. Marriage in this country is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. It is a solemn union to provide the love and comfort, help and friendship that each of you will have for the other, both in times of joy and in times of trouble. It is not to be entered into lightly, nor is it likely to be set aside. You are all here today, ladies and gentlemen, to witness the joining in matrimony of Will and Penny. If anyone here present knows of any lawful impediment as to why this marriage should not take place, they should declare it now. They come around in an intimidating way. Lots of smiling faces, I think we're safe. Are you, William Harry Goldstone, free lawfully to marry Penelope Travers?
I am.
Are you, Penelope Travers, free lawfully to marry William Harry Goldstone?
I am.
William Harry Goldstone, consentez-vous à épouser Pénélope Travers?
Oui.
Je le veux.
Quoi?
Oui, je le veux.
Oui, je le veux.
Pénélope Travers, consentez-vous à épouser William Harry Goldstone?
Je le veux.
It has long been tradition in many parts of the world for the bride to be given in marriage by her father, thereby publicly expressing his pleasure at the couple's decision to marry. Christian, you have brought your very beautiful daughter to stand alongside Will so they can say their vows of marriage to one another. Are you happy for them to marry today and wish them well on their journey through life?
Yes, I have.
It is the only response. Thank you. You'd like to shake hands with your son?
No.
Thank you, Christian.
Alleged.
Marriage is not only a legal contract between two people, but it marks the start of an important journey in their lives together. Marriage requires devotion, the ability to listen, sometimes even say sorry, but most of all, it requires unquestioning love. And as a consequence of this love, Will and Penny have drawn closer to each other and now wish to publicly declare their relationship and to offer each other the security that comes from the vows they are about to make. But before we make those vows, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a reading from Natalie.
Dance me to your beauty with a burning violin. Dance me through the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Lift me like an olive branch and be my homeward dove. Dance me to the end of love. Let me see your beauty when the witnesses are gone. Let me feel you moving like they do in Babylon. Show me slowly what I only know the limits of. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the wedding now. Dance me on and on. Dance me very tenderly. Dance me very long. We're both of us beneath our love. We're both of us above. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the children who are asking to be born. Dance me through the curtains that our kisses are outworn. Raise a tent of shelter now, though every thread is torn. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to your beauty with a burning violin. Dance me through the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Lift me like an olive branch and be my homeward dove. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love.
Oh, that was beautiful. So Will, I'm now going to ask you to turn and face one another and join your hands together. I ask you to do this because it is an ancient custom in which a verbal contract is made before witnesses, and the vows you're about to make, you make to one another. Okay, not to me. Starting with you, Will. I, William Harry Goldstone,
I, William Harry Goldstone,
take you, Penelope Travers,
take you, Penelope Travers,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
And do you promise to love, honour and cherish Penny for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Penny? I, Penelope Travers,
I, Penelope Travers,
take you, William Harry Goldstone,
take you, William Harry Goldstone,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
And do you promise to love, honour and cherish Will for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Moi, William Harry Goldstone, je te prends Pénélope Travers pour épouse. Moi, Pénélope Travers, je te prends William Harry Goldstone pour épouse.
So Will and Penny have made their vows to each other, and now, in the traditional way, they will seal the marriage contract by the giving and receiving of rings. Daniel, we do believe you are the safe keeper of these rings. And Will, if you could select the ring that you think Penny would like to wear,
This one seems good.
and just placing it please on Penny's finger, just holding it there, looking at Penny, repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love for you
as a sign of my love for you
and a symbol of my commitment.
and a symbol of my commitment.
I promise to be there when you need me,
I promise to be there when you need me,
to be your true companion and friend,
to be your true companion and friend,
to respect and cherish you,
to respect and cherish you,
whatever the future may bring.
whatever the future may bring.
Slip it all the way on. That's lovely. Daniel, if you could give the remaining ring please to Penny. Thank you. Just placing it there. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love for you
as a sign of my love for you
and a symbol of my commitment.
and a symbol of my commitment.
I promise to be there when you need me,
I promise to be there when you need me,
to be your true companion and friend,
to be your true companion and friend. Yeah, good.
You got this.
to respect and cherish you,
To respect and cherish you,
whatever the future may bring.
Deep breath.
whatever the future may bring.
Well done. Slip it all the way on.
Cet extrait est un morceau du Petit Prince d'Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Le bonheur. Le bonheur, c'est tout petit. Si petit que parfois on ne le voit pas. Et on cherche dans le béton, l'acier, la fortune, mais le bonheur n'y est pas. Ni dans l'aisance, ni dans le confort. On veut le construire, mais il est là, à côté de nous, et on passe sans le voir. Car le bonheur est tout petit. Il ne se cache pas, c'est là son secret. Il est là, tout près de nous, parfois en nous. Et j'ajouterai pour nous aujourd'hui, le bonheur, c'est Pénélope et lui. Merci.
Marriage is the joining of two people, the union of two hearts. It lives on the love you give each other and never grows old, but thrives on the joy of each new day. May you always be able to talk things over, confide in each other, laugh with one another, share moments of quiet and peace, but most of all, may you remain the greatest of friends and may you find a lifetime of happiness together.
Thank you.
Will and Penny, you have both made the declarations required by law, and each of you have made with the other a solemn and binding contract in the presence of your family and friends. And it gives me great pleasure to announce that you are now husband and wife.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the very new Mr. and Mrs. Goldstein!
I've never known a girl like you before. Now just like in a song from days of yore.
Woo. Everyone's looking at me at once. I don't like it. So, stop that. Okay, so, one card. I'm going to try. So just wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thanks. Thank you. It's very kind. Okay, here goes. Are you ready? Okay, strap in. I'm not singing. I don't know what Penny thinks I'm going to sing. I don't know why that is. It's not going to happen. Don't worry about it. Stop it. Difficult table at the back. That's why we put them at the back. Okay, here goes. Hi everyone. I hope you're all having a good time so far. Bonjour tout le monde. J'espère que vous passez une bonne journée. Get out your system. Comme certaines personnes ici savent, j'ai travaillé dans une surprise pour le mariage. C'est mon français. As certain people know, I've been working on a surprise for the wedding, and that's my French. You might have spotted that so far. By the way, thank you. By the way, you might have been expecting something quite expensive and diamond encrusted, but unlucky. Just me, baby. Au fait, Penny, je voulais que tu... Oh, fuck. This is awkward. Just gonna check something downstairs. That never works. Merde, bien sûr. So I've been meaning to learn French for the past maybe like nearly 7 years that we've been together, but I've never really kind of taken the time to do it. I've always wanted to speak to the Travers in their native language, but I've always had an excuse. J'ai voulu toujours apprendre le français pendant les 7 ans que nous avons été ensemble, mais j'ai toujours une excuse. J'ai jamais trouvé le temps. So I decided, calm down, it's the whole thing, so just chill. Just chill, yeah? Chillement. That's not right, by the way. This is going to take a while. So I decided back in August that I should to learn properly for the wedding, because, you know, you're all looking at me. So I've now had over 50 lessons, and I've watched a bunch of films and read stuff in French. Donc j'ai décidé au mois d'août que je dois apprendre sérieusement. Et j'ai pris plus que 50 leçons. Et j'ai regardé beaucoup de films, de télé, et j'ai lu plein de trucs en français aussi. And now I'm looking forward to speaking with Maguette, Penelope's grandmother, who doesn't speak English. And of course, any of you French speakers are here. But if I can ask one thing, is that you speak really slowly, because I'm still not very good. En fait, je peux enfin parler avec Maguette et aussi vous francophones. Mais si je peux demander un truc, c'est que vous devez parler lentement, très très lentement. Merci. That's a nice reaction from 20% of the crowd. So there's a few other French gags, look out for them. So I met Penny when, enough about me and my learning. I met Penny when I was a teacher at Bournemouth University. Bournemouth represent. And she was studying for her MA in journalism. J'ai rencontré Penny quand j'étais enseignant à l'université de Bournemouth, quand elle a étudié le journalisme. I found her disinterest in my teaching a challenge. And I found great pleasure in interfering with her work. C'est un challenge car elle a peu d'intérêt pour mes leçons et je prenais un malin plaisir à perturber son travail. Oh. But I think she found my sarcastic style of teaching both refreshing and educational. That's right? Yeah. En fait, elle adorait mon sarcasme, mon charme, mon intelligence. Non? Enfin? Oui? A little bit. Taking liberties. Okay. So after she finished the course, we hit it off over drinks. That's the PG version. Yeah, all right. Chill out. Yeah. Where did I get to? And I was shocked to discover that she was in fact French and not a posh English girl as she sounds. Say something.
No pressure.
Oh, no pressure. Exactly. Exactly. See, it's confusing. Après elle a fini son cours, on est allé boire des verres et j'ai été choqué pour découvrir qu'elle est française, pas une bourgeoise anglaise que je pense. Ça c'est Nikki, non? Sorry, Nikki. Yeah. So regardless of this discovery, I accepted her for who she is. And sorry, French people. And she is coming to terms with her life choices too. Wait, it is too late. You're right. So yeah, there we are. Je l'ai accepté quand même et and something else in French. There's a lot to remember. Be fair. And now some thank yous. Et maintenant des grands merci. For starters, thank you to my wife. So that was initially just because I wanted to try out saying my wife, because like it's a weird thing to say. But it's also because without lots and lots of hours of really hard work and research and nagging, this wedding would not have been possible. Pour commencer, merci à ma femme parce que je voulais essayer de dire ma femme, mais aussi parce que sans beaucoup de travail, de peine, ce mariage ne serait pas possible. Yeah, give it up for Penny. Sorry, that's what I should be saying. Thanks to Beatrice and Christian for bringing Penny into the world. We all make mistakes. But if I can say one thing, it's that I'm glad that you did. You've created a very unique and special person. Clawed it back. Merci à Beatrice et Christian pour d'avoir créé Penny. Tout le monde fait les erreurs. Mais si je peux dire un truc, c'est que je suis content que vous l'aviez fait. Tu as créé une personne très unique et spéciale. Et oui, je veux dire spéciale. You've always been very kind to me, and I appreciate it very much. And I plan to return the favour by taking good care of Penny. There it is. There it is. Shouldn't have needed the cue. Merci. Oh no, I've already done that bit. Never mind. Vous êtes toujours gentil avec moi et je vais retenir la faveur en prononcement de Penny. Oh, voilà. Okay. And thanks, of course, to my parents as well for always being awesome and supportive. I love you both. I'm just going to give you a little cuddle. Let's have a little cuddle. Well done. Oh, there we go. Okay. Merci aussi à mes parents. Vous m'avez toujours soutenu. Was that an echo? Cheers. I got this, yeah? Vous m'avez toujours soutenu et je vous aime. Oh, c'est gentil. Okay, next. Sorry, I've lost my place. It's terrible. This is going so well. As well as bringing us up, we must also thank Collective Parents for the alcohol for today. Thanks to Beatrice and Christian for the wine and champagne. Big hand. Cool. Excellent choices. Thanks to my dad and Sandra for the spirits that you'll no doubt make the mistake of mixing them with later. Don't do that. On veut remercier nos parents pour l'alcool d'aujourd'hui. Merci à Beatrice et Christian pour le vin et le champagne. Et merci aussi à mon père et Sandra pour les autres alcools, whisky, vodka, etc. Que vous allez faire l'erreur de mélanger plus tard. Bosch. Ouais. So,
Non. Je suis en train de dire que tu as fait une phrase parfaite, que vous allez faire l'erreur de mélanger plus tard. C'est très élaboré. Very elaborate now.
Almost like I planned it. Okay. Go. I'm going to carry on. Are you done? Cool. Cheers. You can do one later. Yeah. You go. Okay, thanks to my mum and Rich for all their support, and thanks to my sister and Alex, who's outside, not that interested, for all their mockery. Thomas is what? He's scared. He doesn't like adoration. It's fine. Yeah, thanks to my sister and Alex for their mockery. And you know that they've seen my magnificent suit. Merci à ma mère et Richard pour leur soutien, et merci à Rachel et Alex pour tous les moqueries que je présume vont continuer maintenant qu'ils ont vu mon costume. Halfway through. Keeping it real. Okay, thanks to our bridesmaids. I think we can all agree they've looked stunning today. Classic wedding bands. Give it up. Cool, that's the Googling the speech out of the way. No, but seriously, you've always been very supportive to Penny, and I really appreciate it. It's very cool. And also thanks to our ushers. Big hand for both groups. Thanks to our ushers for being a generally dishevelled-looking group of wonderful gentlemen. Thank you. You rock. Merci aux bridesmaids qui sont magnifiques aujourd'hui et qui ont beaucoup soutenu Penny. Vous êtes géniales, les filles. Merci. Something else I had to say. Oh yeah, merci aux garçons. Vous êtes super cool aussi. That'll do. Okay, so thanks to all of our friends for putting up with us talking about the wedding for so long. And by us, I think you know who I mean. Yeah. But also for making planning an event like this seem way less scary. That was really, really appreciated. Big shout out to Dan and Liz and Nat and Drew on that count. Thank you so much. Merci à nos amis d'avoir supporté nos conversations interminables sur le mariage. C'est quoi? Good reaction from the French there. Thanks. It's because I left a bit out. Merci pour votre aide. I love you. Okay. A big thanks to Melody for all of her help with the wedding. She's done everything from creating the hen do for the girls to creating the wedding cake, which is super awesome. Big hand for Mel and the cake. Merci surtout à Melody qui a préparé une super fête pour les filles et aussi qui a passé beaucoup de dans la cuisine à préparer, à perfectionner le gâteau de mariage. I know it's getting old at this point. It's like, do something new. Got no other languages. Sorry. Okay, but we're taking it down a notch. So I would be remiss if I didn't talk about someone who couldn't be with us today. We're sadly missing Alice, Penelope's grandmother, who we sadly lost at Christmas. We miss her, and I know that she'll be very proud of Penny today. Je tiens à parler d'Alice, la grand-mère de Pénélope, qui nous avons justement perdu à Noël. Elle nous manque et je sais qu'elle serait très fière de Penny aujourd'hui. Okay, and finally, thanks to my wife for making me a better person, for teaching me the value of when to listen and when to say that you probably misheard, and maybe it was like that when you got there. But mostly for being this beautiful and loving and hilarious and nonsensical thing that I fell for. Merci à ma femme d'avoir fait de moi un homme meilleur et surtout d'être cette personne hilarante, absurde et aimante dont je suis tombé amoureux. Enough. Okay. And near the end now, so get your glasses ready. I wanted to thank you all for being here, obviously. You're all here because you bring... Yeah, big hand for yourselves. Give it up. Woo! I shouldn't get a better clap than you guys, but whatever. Yeah, thanks to the rain for fucking off. Excuse my French. Lol. Okay, sorry, I need to get through this. Okay, so you're all here because you've brought us joy and happiness over the years, and we're really honoured to have you all gathered here today. I wrote this one down because I knew I'd be flagging by this point. J'aimerais tous vous remercier d'être ici. Je vous souhaite la joie et le bonheur que vous nous apportez. Wishing you all the happiness that you bring us from our new joined families to you and yours. If you can all raise your glasses. As we say in France, santé and cheers. Santé. Anyone? Anyone? Cheers. Thanks. That's me done. Thanks very much.
It's my turn now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends and family, as a father of the bride, I have the honor to speak to you today. First of all, I have to apologize for the poor way I'm picking the language of the majority of the audience. But I have a good excuse. I'm French. Nobody's perfect, sorry. Anyway, nearly 30 years ago, Penelope arrived in our family just 5 minutes after her brother Benjamin, 3 minutes before her sister Melody. And that was the beginning of an adventure for us. 3 lovely children at once is something wonderful, but believe me, it's more than a full-time job for the mum, for the dad. 24 bottles of milk a day with 3 different formulas during the first months is something we will always remember. Penelope spent early year peacefully with her sister and brother, her mum and dad, with the help of 2 au pairs from Canada who helped us to give them a bilingual upbringing, which in Penelope's cases, in particular, was going to prove very useful. And they also had the love and affection of their grandparents, especially grandmama and grandpapa, who are so happy and proud to be here today. After 3 years of this happy and sheltered life came the beginning of a new life. Quite happy as well, I think, the school life. 20 years flew by from play school, during which Penelope, met, among other friends, Axel and Alban, who are now here today. During her last year of uni in Bournemouth, she met some nice girlfriends who are now her bridesmaids. And last but not least, she was lucky enough to meet a handsome young man with a wicked sense of humor, who incidentally happens to also be here today. I mean, Will, who has become our 4th child. But school also means holidays, fortunately for pupils and teachers. And our family holidays went in 4 main directions. Le Morvan, in the center part of France, where my parents used to live, in the middle of nowhere, but surrounded by fields, forests and cows, and the exciting presence of her cousins. Unfortunately, my parents are not here today to witness their granddaughter's happiness. The second direction was down south near a lovely warm lake, not far from the Mediterranean coast. Life there was just beautiful, swimming, sunbathing, and drinking rosé wine. Yeah, not the children. Okay. The third direction was taken mostly in winter, but also later in summer when Penelope, Melody, and Benjamin had to work experience for school. It was Germany, where we used to go skiing in the Bavarian Alps and spend some great times with Ludwig and Margit. The children's godmother and godfather, die ich jetzt herzlich grüße. Many times did Ludwig and Margit have the children to themselves, lucky them. Finding them summer jobs, looking after them and teaching them German. Thank you so much. The fourth destination was to the west, away from the European continent. In other words, England. Penelope was not even 1 year old when she made her first visit to this country, and during those early years we spent 3 weeks here each summer in 3 different places with different wonderful sets of friends. I want to thank them for their kindness and generosity to us all. Mary and Ken from Hampton Hill, who have always considered Penelope as their own daughter, and who helped her and Melody get started in this country. Thank you for being here today. I also want to thank Betty from Farnham Common, in whose beautiful house the kids were treated like princes. Thank you. And of course, a big thank to the Bennets from Dorset, sorry. First, Lena and Alj, who unfortunately are no longer with us, but who famously, among other things, taught the children the art of crabbing. Sorry. Once again, I'm French, sorry. Julie and Colin, their children, have continued the tradition and made us part of the family. We are happy they are here today with us. There is a family we met 5 years ago and who have welcomed us with warmth and kindness. I mean Will's family. Thank you very much. Thank you. You have heard bits of Penelope's life story so far, but not much about the person she is. One word says it all: perfect. She is our little girl. We love her dearly, and to us she is perfect. Perfect to the point she picked the perfect guy. Will is kind and considerate, but most importantly, he is a perfect cook. So Penelope is in good hands. Well, I realized I have been probably spoken for too long, but I remember as a teacher when to stop before boring my audience. I will just end by saying that Beatrice and I wish the dear new couple all the happiness in the world. Let's raise our glasses to Penelope and Will. Thank you for your passion. Thank you.
To be honest, when I first met Will, I thought he was, well, let's just say Penny's done a very good job at moulding him into the man he is today. Will is very talented. He's an author of a number of published books. He's played a number of instruments in various bands over the years, and he's got an amazing job at one of the leading computer games companies. And according to Will, he's a pretty big deal online. So I wanted to check that out, and I can confirm he is. He has almost 10,000 followers on Twitter and YouTube. So I thought, to get a better understanding how much of a big deal online he is, hear what some of his followers have to say. So I've randomly picked out some YouTube comments. They're not that bad. Chumpy Chip says, I disliked almost all of your videos. And he says you suck. Semper Viren says you sound like Tin Henman, which actually I agree with. You do a bit, you do. And Nick Recker says you're an arse. So, and there's some of the nicer ones. Now I'm supposed to use this opportunity to recall embarrassing moments, to ridicule Will. And if any of you are on Facebook, you would have seen the amount of stick Will's sister gives him. So I thought she'd be a good person to go to. So if any of these stories are too inappropriate, blame her. So firstly, she told me about the time Will was at primary school. He had a bit of an upset stomach. But that didn't stop him taking a dip in the swimming pool. Within a few minutes, he'd let out a little poo, causing mass panic and evacuation. Apparently it was like a scene from Saving Private Ryan. You know, the bit on the beach? There was the time he went to visit his dad in Ipswich. Well, yeah, as an adult, but it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, Richard was out at the time, and Will had forgotten his key. Again, he realised he desperately needed to go to the toilet. Without many other options, he went behind the shed, dug a little hole, and had to go in it. Using a Sainsbury's receipt to... Well, you get the idea. Oh, Tesco, sorry. Annoyingly, afterwards he realised he had the key with him the whole time. There is another story about Skype, but I think that takes things probably a bit too far, so you'll have to ask Will about that one. No, there's no way. So for those of you that don't know, Penny actually works for a wedding magazine. So I thought that'd be a good place to start my research so I get a better understanding of what to expect on today. So some of the articles that she'd written. So I can see some of those ideas here today. 15 ways to use gold spray at your wedding. Check. 31 beautiful wedding flower ideas. Check. 24 incredible gay wedding outfits for groomsmen. Check. They're real articles, and Penny has written them. It's a nice suit. But on a serious note, Will and Penny have been great friends to us over the years. They were always there for us when we need them, and we never feel that anything's too much for us to ask them. We've had some amazing holidays with them in France and in the UK, and we can't thank them enough for the love and support they've shown us over the years, especially in the last 2 years while we've been finding our way through early parenthood. We hope that Liz and I can return the favour soon enough. I think you'll agree Penny looks amazing today. All those weeks in the gym with Davina have really paid off. And I think you'll agree that Will has done pretty well out of this arrangement. In Penny, Will has found a wonderful wife, and from seeing their relationship blossom over the years, you can truly see they're meant to be. So I'd like to propose a toast to the bride and groom. I think Melody is going to help me with the translation.
Je vais assurer une partie de la traduction là-dessus.
May today be the beginning of a wonderful new and long-lasting chapter in their lives.
Qu'aujourd'hui soit le début d'un long et merveilleux chapitre de leur vie.
May they always love, honor, and cherish each other just as they do today.
Qu'ils puissent s'aimer et se chérir tels qu'ils le font aujourd'hui.
So I'd like you to all charge your glasses and join me in toasting the new Mr. and Mrs. Goldstone.
J'aimerais que tout le monde lève son verre pour toaster à la santé de Monsieur et Madame Goldstone.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the bride and groom.
Mesdames et messieurs les mariés.
I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little bit. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on. Just living in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere. Baby, I just know this. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. There's a joke, yes, some wine, and it's on me. I shake this world off my shoulders. Stretch out.
Thank